afternoon, everyone. My name is Benedict, and I am the Portfolio Development Director for Southeast Asia. Today, I will be talking about what Siemens' approach in helping our customers to journey towards becoming a truly digital enterprise. Many executives are now including digitalization as one of their key strategies. What are the mega trends that are leading them to do so? In today's connected world, we have seen various trends that are happening concurrently, some affecting more in one industry than another. But generally speaking, due to the advance in technology, the general aging population, and coupled with the ongoing pandemic, it has resulted in an acceleration on consumer behavior, a greater need for transparency and sustainability. Let's use the consumer products industry to further illustrate. From the recent climate change conference, COP26, we are now moving into decarbonization, and this is directly tied to being health conscious and sustainable. How can manufacturers reduce the CO2 footprint, reduce the waste, could be the physical waste, and the operational costs during production, and moving into green energy. From the other angle is the consumer-driven innovation. They want products in which they can share their experience in social media to inform them when they need it. Take, for example, the coffee machine. It could trigger a maintenance to a supplier that sell the machine to the consumer. The consumer could be receiving a notification that his or her favorite flavor capsule is running out of stock based on the frequency of the usage. So how can manufacturers or brand owner be able to design and provide the kind of personalized and connected experience to the consumer? How can manufacturers provide the kind of transparency in their supply chain to demonstrate to the consumer their commitment to the environment? You need a suite of digital technologies to meet these requirements. The trend brings a number of business challenges that must be addressed to make sure manufacturers will remain competitive and emerge as a leader in this new world. Companies are wasting precious resources, executing initiatives in silos. How can they optimize the reuse versus recreation of assets that can drive speed, efficiency, and profit? Marketing and product development need to work hand in hand and down to the shop floor to be in sync to work at the speed consumer demand. Companies need to adapt their supply chain for many more smaller batches in many more locations. Retailers who are now also coming up with own house product, and they are competing with the brand owners, companies, for the consumer data. The one who understands the consumer the best will win. So let me illustrate further. The data flows and interaction will result in delays to respond to the market in today's world. Marketing identify the potential or demand from consumer for more sustainable products, which could be the ingredients or packaging design, such as plant-based protein or healthier nutritional diet for specific market segment or population. You will notice that there's lots of disconnected data being generated, right, as it moves from one stakeholder to another. What are the common issues? Marketing or the project manager does not have the visibility on the NPI, the new product innovation projects, that could quickly determine the feasibility and the success of each project. The R&D people need to shorten the tests and trials and to quickly validate against regulatory compliance. As the formulated product goes through the manufacturing operation, even more silos of data are being generated. With the supply chain disruption that we are seeing now, How can manufacturers be more agile to ensure on-time deliveries to meet consumer demand? How to quickly identify bottlenecks or even predict and prevent the bottlenecks in the first place? How to track and trace the entire end-to-end supply chain to gain insight to be ahead of the competition. This is where we, Siemens, comes in with a comprehensive digital twin approach that allows the realistic simulation and validation of the products to the machines, the lines, to the complete plant design. It's the foundation for flexible and efficient manufacturing. Let's start with the digital twin product. Marketing identify a potential demand for a new latte drink. They start the planning and execution of the initiative with the discipline management of the product and process data records that create those initiatives. This is then followed with the product development to work on the various NPI projects. They can quickly perform simulation to test against the regulation and also on cost optimization, meeting within the specification tolerance with lower ingredient costs and energy costs for the manufacturing process. It could also involve a new packaging design. With the product formulation and the desired engineering BOM bill of material and the associated bill of process to manufacture the product, we now move to the digital twin of the production to plan, simulate, to predict, and to optimize the production digitally. This could cover from the process cell areas to the machine, to the line, to the plant level. Explore the performance of the various design to determine the one that fits within your constraints in which deliver the best outcome. With the product formulation, now we goes into the real and physical world of running the production. With the supply chain disruption caused by the pandemic, we need the ability to adapt to the physical constraints and sudden changes in the supply chain to ensure customer orders are still able to deliver on time and at the same time with consistent or even higher quality. The ability to collect and measure real-life performance of the manufacturing process to facilitate the traceability for the entire supply chain with accurate data that is needed for example, to develop AI to better support continuous improvement. To support our customers in realizing their digitalization strategy, we develop a concept of the digital thread. Each of the digital threads in which we have created is a critical solution that can cut across the digital twin of the virtual and real world in which I have briefly shown in the last few slides. They are all about solving those important business challenges or problems that our customers are facing in the industry. It can apply to both SME and global companies with multiple production sites. By linking the virtual to the physical world with the digital twin, this is what we call a truly digital enterprise. Each and every company begins their digitalization journey at different stages depending on where you are in your vision and the priorities across the organization. With Siemens, we can help you to define the roadmap to achieve your vision. Feel free to contact me by scanning the QR code. Thank you.